Good morning, everybody. How are you today? I'm George McDonald, and this is the Ugly Conversation. Well, there are a lot of things going on in the news in the world today, and I want to touch on quite a few of them. Um, uh, Quite recently, I've been talking about the Sandra Bland case down in Waldo County, Texas, and I hope that people have been having an opportunity to come and watch some of the videos that I've been posting, as well as some of the actual. I'm posting videos on my page that are also informative one, not just these that I make, but they're also the ones that I think are relevant to what we talk about on the show. Um, Also, I got to thank a friend of mine, Nikki Brewer, who alerted me to a situation in Ohio that had been happening, and I posted a little information on it and then did some research. And just so happens that yesterday, while I was doing the research, an indictment came down on a police officer from the University of Cincinnati who shot and killed an innocent man by the name of Sam Dubose in the back of the head. Now, of course, us as black people, we know that cops twist things in their favor in order for them to be able to bring up crazy charges on us. And I'm not saying that we're all innocent, but enough of us have had issues where a cop will do things where they will try to bait you into responding to something, or they will ask you to do something, or they'll do something that is against your rights that you may not have known was against you. If you didn't know your rights, then you might have allowed them to do it. And then when you realize that they did that and there's no mention of it made in a police report, then you're like, wait a minute. Like, let me say this so that you will understand. When a cop comes to your car, he starts talking to you, and he has no right to open your car door and pull you out of your car unless there is a threat to his safety. Um, we've seen this a couple of times in the Sandra Bland video, and we saw it in the very, very sad but sobering video that was released yesterday of Samuel Dubose being shot. And I mean, people, if you haven't seen this video is so bad that the DA who prosecuted the case and brought up the charges of indictment of murder on this police officer, referred to the actions of that police officer as asinine and chicken shit. Now, I'm quoting him. So it's a very bad, very sad video to watch. But unfortunately, this is the ugly conversation, and sometimes the things that we talk about, sometimes the things that we see, sometimes the things that I'm going to post are going to be ugly because I'm trying to drive home a point here. I'm trying to make a point that these people do not care about us, that the system does not care about us. I'm not crackpotting and being, oh my God, conspiracy theory. No, but what I am saying is it's obvious. It doesn't have to even be a conspiracy theory or a conspiracy. We have to just look at what's been going on in the news. And I mean, it's utter ridiculousness. If you saw the video, I did post it yesterday, so take a look at it. In the video, the police officer is talking to the guy. He's asking him, does he have a license? He's asking him, the guy's responding to him. He's saying that he has a license, but he doesn't believe that it's on him. Now, I don't know how many of you have accidentally left the house without your driver's license on you, but I know I've done it a number of times. Walked right out of the house, left, didn't even grab my wallet. So I'm driving around without my driver's license on me, and there's no reason for me to get shot for that. It is a crime to not have identification on you, but I mean, it's not a death penalty crime, you know. So you just have to see the video. The police officer reached up as he's talking to the guy. He asked him a question. He's like, "What is that down there on the floor?" The guy picked it up. It was a bottle of gin, unopened. He handed the unopened bottle of gin to the officer, which is not illegal. The officer took it, looked at it, and then put it on the roof of the car. And then proceeded to ask him again. He's like, "I'm asking you a direct question. Do you have a license?" The guy said, "Yes." He said, "Just run my name. I don't have my license on me." He asked him, are you suspended? And then the officer decides that he's going to open this man's door. And as he goes to open the door, I guess the guy knew. He said, "Hold on a second," and just literally reached out of the window and pulled his door closed and held the door. He's like, "Hold on a second." Now, the officer escalated the situation. He kind of reached in the car and yelled, "Stop, stop." And the next thing you know, you see him pull his gun out. And it looked as if Mr. Dubose saw the officer go for his gun, and he was kind of leaning away from the door. And he just got shot in the back of the head. And then the car goes racing down the road because, of course, that type of thing caused him to jerk and slump over and hit the gas. And the cop runs after, along with his partner. They run after the car, and then the video ends when they get to the car. Now, here's another problem. These cops that are out of control, they back up each other. So what the video was and what the video shows is a direct contradiction to what the police report read. And his partner corroborated what the police report said. But the video shows something different. So not only is it the bad and irresponsible actions of this police officer, but his partner is complicit in helping to cover it up. And that's the problem. Not only do you have a system of injustice, but now you've got people within that system who are willing to cover up the injustices and act and hide their hands like, "What are you talking about? We never did anything. He attacked me. He said in the video that the guy tried to run him over, that the guy tried to drag him." That's not true. You know, so, and in the midst of all of this is the funny thing. And I kind of laughed about it. I said, you know, I'm trying not to curse, but, you know, in the midst of all of this, they bring up a damn lion. Cecil the lion, who was tagged for research over in Africa. They bring up this lion and want to have world outrage for this lion. Let me tell you something. People of planet Earth, if you can watch what's going on in America, and if you can watch what's going on in America and not feel anything and have more empathy for a lion in Africa who's living on a reserve and want to go and kill and string up this dentist that went on a hunting trip, a safari, then people of planet Earth, God should flood the earth again and get rid of all of you and start over. Because if you have more love and compassion in your heart for a lion than you do human beings who are being unjustly killed, then you don't deserve to be here. That is the problem, and you are the problem. These people that are members of these organizations like PETA and stuff. PETA is a great organization. Yes, they, you know, are for animal rights. I don't believe that animals should be abused and killed and stuff. But here's the thing. When are you all want everybody else to support your cause. When are you guys going to say, hey, look at what's going on in the inner cities of the United States. Look at what police are doing to people. Look at what racism is doing to people. And you choose to you want to support animals. That shows that you have more love and more compassion for an animal than you do a human being, a person. And that is a problem. It's a very big problem here in the United States because people are out there protesting in front of this dentist's office to the point where they shut his office down and they're outside of his house. I just got one question for you. Did y'all know the lion? Was it the magic lion or the cowardly lion from the Wizard of Oz? Or Aslan from the Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe? I mean, damn. Y'all are flipping out about a lion. I don't see that outrage, but then you look at us as if we're crazy when you kill one of our brothers or one of our sisters. And we want to protest. You want to say, oh, we're agitators or we're troublemakers. Like, what's wrong with this picture? Has the devil blurred the lines so much to the point where he really has made evil fair seeming? You really need to think about that and think about what you fly off the handle about. I'm like, damn. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, today is Thursday. So please comment, as always, share your opinion. Let's talk about this. I love reading people's responses. Send me things that you think are important, because the only way that we're going to really make a difference is if we all connect and stuff. Follow me on Facebook. My personal Facebook page is George McDonald. My page here is The Ugly Conversation with George McDonald. Twitter is at G_SMOOVE at GSmooth. And my Instagram is at SQLade, ESQLADE3. Follow me, hit me up. You want to discuss a topic? Let's talk about it. It's an ugly conversation. I'm George McDonald. Have a wonderful day.